All right, you know what's coming. Huge drops in the market today, down like $14,000. Continuation of the Thursday, Friday, and now Monday, 3 day enormous drop, erasure of value of all kinds. So I'm gonna take it. There's been a lot of changes because the market's moving fast, so I gotta adjust. So I'm moving fast too. I'm very levered now, not all the way, but almost. And I have lots of shares under my control at the moment, which is kind of scary. So I'm going to go through the account and I will talk about some of these positions. So I'm sitting at, you can't see it, now you can, 160,000. Just about 30 grand lower than I was just last week. And so, yeah, I'm going to go through the options first. Well, actually, let me show you the week chart. So there it is, 3 days of selling. Huge. It was at 190 just on June 8th. This is the 1 month chart, minus 1.7%. 3 month, I'm actually still up 12%. 1 year chart down 4.53. I think better than the S&P. And this is the all-time chart, which is, of course, I gotta tell you, every time I show this chart, I have to say that I started investing in August 28th, 2018. So that's why it's all flat and before that. So this is the all-time chart. But this one's, I think, very important here. The 1 year chart. Let me compare to the SPY real quick. Let's see how that's doing. SPY in the 1 week minus 8%. 1 month 5.74. 3 months 10%, and 1 year it's minus 11.45. So I guess I'm still winning, but it doesn't feel like I'm winning. I mean, I'm down 30 grand. So I'm gonna go through the options positions real quick, and then I'm gonna see. Then I'm gonna go over the equities. All right. So I'm gonna scroll really fast, so you can pause the video player at any moment to try to figure out the exact position. All the information you need is in that little card right here. So feel free to pause at any moment. You'll see lots of Chinese company leaps in there, and I've sold some puts and some calls, but I want to sell a lot more calls. However, the equities is so far down that it's kind of hard to do that. I picked up a ton. These are my equity positions. Picked up a ton of Main Street Capital because it dropped 3.6% today. Picked up some Realty Income shares also, and a few Apple shares. Picked up some Goldman Sachs shares, and picked up an extra 100 Paramount shares, which is a big departure from what I normally do. But the thing is about Paramount is that they're actually having their ex-dividend date pretty soon, and they pay a hefty dividend now. So it might not be a bad move. And the company's already torn to shreds. I mean, it's trading at like 4 point something price to earnings. I realize those earnings may not materialize in a way that the market, I mean, the company might want to and the investors might want to. The E side of that equation might actually decrease, but not for a while. I mean, they still have the earnings from Top Gun coming out, and those are looking pretty good. Top Gun did pretty well in theaters, so we'll see how that goes. So I'm hoping that the company does well in the long run, not just in the short term. All right, now those are the equity. So let me show you what the account looks like from the account tab here, from the investing tab. Excuse me. Look at how much margin it is already. I went from 16% to 41.87. 41.87 is basically 83% margin. So once it gets to 50, that means I've doubled the amount of equity in my account, which means I'm 100% leveraged. So this number is a little bit deceiving. It's never going to go past 50% here. But it's sitting right now at 41.87, which is about 83% leverage, which is quite high. But after 3 days of selling, I'm thinking we've got to be close to a snapback. And once that happens, I'll sell some calls. I'll reduce the leverage a little bit. If I'm wrong, I'm screwed. But that's fine. I don't think I'm wrong. In fact, I think tomorrow, I mean, reversal Tuesdays, right? Tomorrow might be a pretty good reversal day. It'll give me a chance to sell some calls against my Goldman Sachs position, against my Paramount position. I might even collect that dividend along the way, so who knows. All right. This is my equity shares sorted by total return. Apple, the top, realty income, VIP shop, actually still green. Crazy. And this is sorted by equity. So Apple is $107,000 at the moment. Total equities under the control are $275 worth. Even though the account is only worth $160, the market value of all the shares combined is $275. So that means I'm, $115,000 in margin. I've borrowed that money at the moment to buy shares. Yeah, I know. Things are bad. Economy is looking bad, but how much more can you price it in? We're already in a bear market. Sorry about the earthquake. We're already in a bear market, and I think a lot of the stuff is already getting priced in. And I'm still really big bull on Apple come this fall. So we'll have to see. I think that their new phone is just gonna absolutely murder everything in a good way. I think it's gonna be very sought after. A lot of people like me haven't upgraded for a while, but I'm gonna make another video about Apple exclusively to explain why this position is so large. I've done one in the past, but I'll make a couple modifications to kind of update my view on the company. Okay, so that is the account. Hoping for a reversal Tuesday. It may happen, may not. How about we take a look at the stock market map? Look at this bloodbath today. Absolute carnage. Absolute carnage. I think people are just fearful of the incoming rate hikes. The inflation number is a lot harder than anticipated, and people are scared of the FOMC meetings, and they think that the Federal Reserve might hike by 0.75 instead of, let's say, by 0.5, which is kind of their promised pace. But given the increased inflation numbers, they probably will change their tune. My guess is that they really won't. They're just they're going to increase the rates by 0.5, but they're going to talk more hawkishly, like, oh, if this keeps up, we might have to go to 0.75 increments or whatever. Anything to stop inflation, blah, 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 blah. But there's actually been a lot of layoffs in some of the high-paying jobs, so it gives me a little comfort, ironically, knowing that they're not going to be overly aggressive because they're going to totally kill that jobs market. I mean, everybody's turning so negative on the economy, rightfully so, that I think the Federal Reserve can't afford to be this hawkish. So, some of the outstanding, let me see if we can zoom that out a little bit. There we go. All right, that's better. Yeah, some of the names that stand out. I mean, Tesla down 7%, Apple almost 4%, even Berkshire Hathaway 3.48. There's just no green to be found anywhere on the board. McDonald's is up by almost 0.5%, and what the heck is this? TFC, Trust Financial Corporation. I don't even know what that is. Nothing's green. There's a software application there. Cvent Holding Group. I don't know, must be a small company. Everything's getting killed. Microsoft more than 4%, Google, Facebook down 6.44%. Just complete and utter carnage. Even energy can't hang in there. They can't do it. Can't do it. Okay, I'm gonna keep this short and sweet today because I just wanted to do an update. I am a little busy this week, so I'll keep the video short and I'll just do market updates, account updates, especially if there's a lot going on. Just to let you know what's going on with the account. Hopefully you guys are not losing as much money as I am. I am very levered, so there's a lot of activity going on right now in the account. Things are changing very rapidly with the market, so I can't just sit back and relax and collect premium. I have to get in there and operate and potentially try to save the account if things start getting really ugly tomorrow or the day after, or whatever, there's big drops. But this is looking pretty scary. I don't think that it's going to be a disorderly drop. However, all the major drops have started the same way. It goes slow at first and then fast, right? It's slow and then all at once. So it's a very familiar story, but I don't think this is going to be that big of a drop. I think we're going to have a bear market and a rounding bottom. Could be wrong. I'm ready for emergency measures. I could take substantial losses if I try to go to emergency measures, but I can maybe withstand another 5-10% before I start doing it. We'll see what happens. Let's hope for a green Tuesday. All right, that's it for now. Peace out.